Yeah, I was just looking at Richie Hogan going on the radio last night and explaining the situation, his side of the incident of the red card in the All Ireland final. I think the first thing to say is it's very brave of him to come out and talk like this, because I'm not sure that too many people would do that, because your name has been put up there for the whole country to look at. It's been the topic of the conversation of the hurling world ever since Sunday. He'd started the game well enough, come through injuries the whole year, and then for it to end like that in something that happened in a split second, that must be very, very hard to swallow. Consistency is definitely the word that's come up a lot, and when you think that Bill Cooper shouldered Richie in the head in the quarter final, should have seen red for that. Killian Buckley on Will O'Donoghue, and then Richie Hogan on Cathal Barrett in the final as well. That's all talk of consistency, but the consistency discussion should be around how they were all reds, rather than how the two previous challenges should mitigate against this incident in the All Ireland final. That's all that we should be talking about, is how they were all red cards, not that the first two mean that the last one shouldn't be. Like, the refs know the situation. I'm sure the GA doubled down to them coming into the final as well, that head-high challenges can't be happening. But who should communicate that to the players? Well, you'd imagine the GA let the counties know. So after that, it's up to the county boards to disseminate the information to their management teams, and it flows downwards like that. And it's very much up to every player to look after their own lot. And if you do a tackle like that, you kind of have to face the music to some bit. And Richie said it's not Irish dancing, and that is 100% true, because there's lads out there battering each other, and that's just the way it happens. And you see people get away with things like Barry Heffernan in the semi-final. Should have been suspended for the final for clipping Dermot O'Keefe. Much like the last couple of years, Adrian Toohey had a helmet pull in the semi-final a couple of years ago, got away with it. Austin Gleeson got away with a pretty blatant one against Luke Meade as well. So there's definitely a problem with consistency overall in the GAA. It's not Irish dancing, but it's not MMA either, and you know, it's much like even winning a ball or whatever, it is a game of inches and split seconds. But if you get those wrong, you end up on the wrong side of things. Like, you end up losing the ball, or in this situation you end up getting the red card. A red is a red, it's a red. And Richie said his technique was absolutely right. I mean, it was absolutely right up until the point that he missed Cathal Barrett, and he compensated by putting the arm out. And I don't think anyone kind of shoulders someone with their arm out like that. So it started out right, but it just went so wrong for him. And it could happen to anyone. Everyone's been in a situation on a hurling field whereby they get sidestepped and they want to get something on the player they're marking, and it just ended up going wrong for him. And I think it's just a case of accepting it at this stage, because it's not going to change. Like Benny Dunn, happened to him in 2009, and he was the topic of conversation in the hurling world for God knows how long. And the thing is, he came back the following year, came on in the final and scored a point. So I suppose for Richie, it's a case of just get the head down. You've had a tough year already. You managed to get yourself in the shape to play in the final. Just go again and hopefully make an impact next year. But when it comes to consistency, refs have a job to do, and they just need to apply the rules, and the consistency is not applying them often enough.